Today I will be focusing on bike designing. So let's start the sketching, and in between I will be discuss all the design detailing behind it. For reference, I am taking classical bike categories. So there are multiple categories of the bike which include a sports bike, adventure bikes, and dirt bikes, and then multiple kind of. So for current reference, I am taking one of the brand like Ducati's a classical bike range, and understanding their form and detailing how they are designing it and giving a features which requirement at the place where it's needed also. So for, as you could see, I'm started with 1.5 wheel difference from front wheel to rear wheel, which is very important to get right in proportion. So every bikes has their own wheel difference. Based on that, they have categorized. Not only wheel difference is important, also important how you are packaging overall chassis in and dividing it in such a way that it could fit for the category for which it has been made. So that is very important when you are trying to imagine. But current scenario, we are mainly be focusing on classical bikes, so you have to be worked on 1.5 wheel difference from front to rear. So as you could see, I'm taking that reference as in mind and trying to replicate it on a paper, and taking that to get a right proportion, and also need to be fit in the category which I have chosen. If I'm not getting right proportion, then there is no need of imagination, because see, if you are designing and you are doing the ideation, and you are just doing ideation and there is no right in the proportion, how you could come up with a new ideas if there everything is not in the way which you are trying to imagine. So to get accuracy in terms of what you are trying to imagine, you have to be follow some basic terminology, so that your ideas should be applicable, not for your own design. You also can, when you are working for another brands or when you are working in somewhere, you could, when you are showing your design, it's need to be understandable for everyone. So as you could see, I'm almost getting detailing of the overall bike, and understanding the packaging of the it, how the engine is fitted in such a way that it could fit for overall design, and how the flow which you could see on the exhaust pipes, and how ergonomically designed seats you could see, how the handles are, like every detailing has a very precise and understandable in terms of how it's going to be look like in a classical terms in very light mode. I could see how compact it is, how classical way it's moving. So now you could see that I'm just getting, I had started with the light drawing, and then I'm trying to get the detailing based on when overall satisfied with the form. Yeah, this is what I want, and then I'm trying to detailing it out so that I didn't get any mistakes in terms of form and in terms of like proportion. Because see, sketching is something maybe not in the control of our hand, because it is something based on the practice you get the right imagination on the paper. And for that you have to be a start with the light drawing, or you have to be a start with the pencil. But as you know, I am starting with, I always work on the pen, so I need to take care about the lightness and the darkness, and going that in a phase, so that I could get the right proportion, right understanding of the design. So that and there are multiple aspects behind it, and now you could see that oval or form is basically look like, and how we could imagine something new easily in, and how we could easily sketch anything which is running in our mind. So let's go with the isometric view, where, or I could say the perspective angle, where we could understand the depth of the bike, how thick it is and how bulky is the form. Like you can understand the proportion in much more understanding way in terms of 3D. As I am taking, just this is not when you are trying to work on 3D. Again, I will suggest कि there is no basically very big changes when you start with 3D. Basically you have to be just imagine your side view in 3D aspects, and you need to follow the same proportion aspects of 1.5 wheel difference, and making everything in the terms of cube, understanding the basic shapes of the bikes and fitting it in a geometry of like a cube or cuboid. If you are very beginner in terms of that, then you can start with that. But as I have a good practice about the form, I started with directly the wheel difference and then trying to understand the overall form by starting with light drawing and making start with the front suspension to going with the headlights, and then trying to draw that oil tank, then go to the seat part. So that's how I distribute the overall design, so that it's going to be very easy for me to understand, and also understanding and dividing every parts in very easiest way, which is usable or which is helpful for me in future understanding. Because if you know the basic things in a right way, then you can easily jump to your own ideas and your own concepts. So that's why basic is very important. Now you could see that in light drawing you could understand the overall form, how is basically it's coming out, how it's basically look like. As we are moving further ahead, we are going to the detailing part of it. Like if I am satisfied with my light drawing, like with the proportion, if I am satisfied with my proportion, I definitely jump with the darkness of it, so that I could get a real depth between each and every forms, each and every elements which I have taken, so that I could understand the design depth, understanding the design detailing behind it. Now you could see that overall detailing is coming out very well. Then we will jump to the coloring part of it, where we will definitely understanding and separating the parts, what are the bullets parts, which is the main design elements of the bike basically. Love to use alcohol marker, which is very easy to manipulate, very easy to give the detailing to any kind of object. As you could see, I'm just trying to give again started with the light coloring, understanding the depth and the requirement and the placements of the color, and understanding the material. Based on that, applying the color on it is something which is makes the design looks much more appealing in terms of form, functions, and all aspects. So as you could see, the coloring is giving a depth to the form, and also a good understanding of a color will always be help you to visualize much more aesthetic way also, and not only at this like form perspective, because aesthetic is something which is very important, and which is good to have in your mind, that how and where the color is requirement. And aesthetic is one of the important things. So based on that, I'm trying to figuring out and overall design how I could keep the color. So now the coloring is done from my side. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.